we're gonna try this again. I wanted to start a DayZ tutorial. I had issues logging in the servers. I don't know what's going on. It's 2:12. I don't know if there was something going on. Usually the morning is very good for servers, and there's less people on, especially during the week. You get all the kids that are crazy at the game at school. That's tip one. Play in the morning if you can. Oh my god, always changes my character. It's so irritating. I'm just gonna put me on Survivor 2 and I want to be Survivor 1. Gives me a freaking red line shirt. Choose a shirt that's not gonna get you shot right off the bat, I guess. Here you go. Somewhat inconspicuous. Now, servers. I tend to go for servers with less people in it. I didn't see what I just selected there, sorry. Try it one more time. Alright, so choose a server. I don't know if you just saw what I did, but I made sure it had little to no people in it. And usually it's going to be nighttime when you do that. If you don't like that, you can just jump around. For our purposes, it doesn't really matter what time of day it is, because everything you do on your first day should be roughly the same. You have your key important things, which I honestly think are food, fire, and knives. You need a knife. A knife is one of the most important tools in DayZ. You can honestly take a knife. A set of matches is good for food, but you don't need it with fruit. I'm gonna teach you a little trick on how to get food and fruit. This whole video right now that I'm making is just gonna be a tutorial on how to start. And the reason I started in a menu, I know it's boring to watch the start, so you realize that choosing a server with less people is best for starting out. I don't know why I'm telling you that. It's going to kind of screw up things for me, but I won't have issues finding a server with little people in it. I'm actually going to make my own server very soon. So if you're looking to get into one of my servers, you can comment below, or I might make a Patreon setup, to be honest, because starting out a brand new channel is not easy. I'm finding the loss of people, getting people over is not as easy either. And I'm not my character I chose. It'll change in the next life. So tip 1, I see a building in the distance. I'm not supposed to see it, but I did. We would need food. Food is the most important thing. And food is going to be in your house. Also, don't sprint when you're hungry. You might want to get around fast, but sprinting ain't going to help you. When you eat your food in the beginning, eat half of it. See down below, you got 2 arrows up. You just wait. Wait for them to go down. I'm cold right off the bat. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Starvation is one thing, but being sick will ruin your game immediately. Where'd that house go? A lot of times there's trees, even if it's a shed or shack. Try to hang around an area. You'll be surprised what food is around. Whether it be mushrooms. Usually there's a tree, though, that is near. Oh, food goes down. Finish your food. I forgot that it was just in there and there's nothing there. This actually is a crappy area. I mean, fruit trees are something to identify. Usually they'll have leaves and crap on the ground. It's a good indicator it's a fruit tree. We got lucky pretty early on. You might not have that much luck. But if you don't have luck, see there's no fruit on the ground, walk around. Remember where that tree is, but walk around. Stay roughly near it. Have a look around, see what's around, go back to it. Again, you'll be surprised. That same tree will produce quite a high yield of fruit. An infinite yield if you do it correctly. You know what? Next tip, get a stick. Oh, I keep doing that one. When you're gathering your stick, if you just keep willy-nilly ripping plants apart, you will cut yourself. Get one stick, let go. Don't just sit there ripping sticks. You don't need to just sit there ripping a plant apart. You'll cut your hand. Also, kind of identify what you're ripping the stick from, because certain trees will cut you no matter what. It just happens. Be prepared to bandage if that is the case. Right now we're working on food. That's all I'm working on, if you ever notice. I'm kind of getting an idea of my surroundings. I actually know kind of where I am. That's because I played this a lot. I didn't know there was a fruit tree here, though. That's helpful. I mean, they're kind of obvious. They're usually red. But now there's no food. Okay, it's been a while. I'm going to advise finding a distance. It's comfortable. I usually go to, like, this distance where this tree is. Look up in the sky, look down. There's a reason why I said that. I'm not just saying go crazy. I really don't like eating moldy food. Just for the sake of the tutorial. If you're going to eat moldy food, take 1, 2 bites, stop. There are fruit trees everywhere, so I really don't think that I should be eating this, but see how it's 3 up? Mushrooms are great sources of food. I really don't recommend eating moldy food in the beginning. Especially, like, I'm on PS5. You're going to have a harder time tricking PS5, but you can. Just little bites. Little tiny bites. See, it's up. This will be patched at some point. I guarantee it will be patched. Because eating moldy food is not wise. But at this point in the game, you gotta do what you gotta do. And there's a reason I'm looking up. You might be thinking there's nothing under that tree, why am I wasting my time? Once you get stuff spawning under a tree, it's going to keep spawning under that tree. Don't give up on it. You'll probably die running looking for a new tree. Or really severely hurt yourself, and all you have to do is be patient. Which is very hard to do when you're worrying about food. But this tree, I promise, will produce more fruit. If it produced fruit, it will produce more fruit. I'm creating a boundary right now, so I went left. I don't know, we can call it west, even though it's probably east. So I went east-south, I'm going north now. Great time of day, by the way. Right in the morning. If you can find a second tree, it makes it even better. I just found one. So 2 trees, moldy food. Now what I actually recommend with moldy food is you just yuck it. Honestly, at this point I found 2 trees. I know it seems like a waste, but just pick it up. Pick it up, that way it respawns, and throw it. Get picky. You can afford to get picky. So half a fruit. This looks crazy what I'm doing. I know it does, especially if you haven't played before. Or you don't understand what I'm doing. I'm creating a spawn loop. See? Now I've created a spawn loop. This tree's amazing. It's giving me all fresh fruit, which I'm loving right now. I'm hoping that other tree is the perfect distance. Just finish this one. Again, you can sprint back and forth if you like to waste food and energy, but these trees need time to spawn. Best thing to do is just wait it out. I'm picking up the fruit. That way, the game wants to spawn in more. Dry fruit will make you thirsty, but again, with the same kind of tip as the other stuff, small bites. You can even get away with doing like a couple small bites and then switching to fresh fruit. It'll get your food up, but I don't recommend it unless your water's above your food. My water's above my food, so it actually will kind of balance some things out, but there's never enough water. You might think that, you know, because your food's lower. So now I'm going to create one last loop to the last direction I haven't gone yet. I'm just making the center of my spawn that fruit tree. It seems cuckoo crazy bananas, but I've gone in every direction now, so the game knows that this is the area that I'm in. I just saw the ground glitch. It happened. I'm going to run around just for the sake of the video. It's going to be really boring. But I don't recommend you run. I really recommend you walk. This is already working for me. I know it's going to work for me. I've done this a billion times. I hate the character I am right now. It's really bothering me. I'm trying to ignore it, but it's so bothering. It's not to have anything against gingers or women. They look butch. I usually have my character. I'm used to my character. This game will just randomly change your character up for some reason. No explanation. Beautiful. Mushrooms are great. Mushrooms, you can eat a third of the fruit. First time around, you go a third of the bar. No simple math. If you're going thirds, what's left? 2/3. So you can eat half of the second third. Stop giving me moldy fruit. My friend Jeremy, he 100% recommends eating moldy fruit. That's him. He's on PS4. I think that PS4 is easier to trick than a PS5. Honestly, it might not matter, but that's just my mindset. And it's hard to beat a mindset, even if it's wrong. Even if I'm wrong, it's not even fun eating moldy fruit. The idea of it is just terrible, especially when getting sick is such a serious thing. Now here's another tip. Getting sick. You're not always going to have as much luck as me. I mean, I'm getting pretty lucky here, even with just fruit. So, I have a shed over here. I know how to take advantage of a shed. How long have we been playing right now? 5-10 minutes. See my heat's going up. Just get out of the wind. Kind of watch around where you walk. Some areas will act differently. But if it's saying temperature's going up, then this is where you want to be. I now have plenty of food where I can just hang out for a minute and let my heat go up. Tends to be the lower you are to the ground, the colder you get if I lay down, which I don't recommend. And it's not happening, maybe because I'm inside, but usually my temperature will go down. So, our first tips are out of the way. You got food. I might speed this up or cut it out, but I do want to take some food for the roads, so we're not done yet. I do think that it's better to grab dry fruit and don't eat it. Because dry fruit you can hold for just about ever. I've never seen dry fruit go bad. Pretty sure it doesn't go bad, can't go bad, won't go bad. But fresh fruit will go bad in your pocket. Whether you think so or not, it does. It goes bad. I never pick up moldy fruit. I've seen moldy food in my pocket. So, general rule of thumb, when you're eating, eat the first thing in your inventory. It's been in your pocket the longest. People just go over, grab whatever. Alright, now let's see our area. Power lines, train stations. But think about game design for a moment. If you see a big field with hay bales, there's probably a farm nearby. Not just a farm, but there's probably a train station, something nearby to indicate getting back towards land. I'm going to do one last loop for the fruit, and then we're going to get out of here. I'm pretty well taken care of right now. Like, I could probably go... With the full stomach, you can basically go all day. You don't really need to worry about food after that. You should always keep it on the back of your mind. You should never think you're out of the woods. Very simple things can ruin your day in DayZ. Like being hungry, being sick. That's why these are your first priorities. Before hunting, before looking for trouble, which a lot of you guys like to get in. Plenty of trouble tips coming down the line, trust me. Tips for people who like to get in trouble. Look at my food already, though. How many people struggle right off the bat to get food? And I haven't even gone anywhere. Not looking so crazy now, am I? Be patient. Be patient and identify your trees. This tree right here, I didn't even realize is a fruit tree. But look at the ground. Like I said, leaves on the ground indicate fruit. These red trees are definitely fruit trees. I haven't seen this one drop anything yet, really. This is a fruit tree. Wait, this is... These are like all fruit trees, really. Not all of them, but... They usually have thinner trunks. So like this, but bigger. That's what a fruit tree looks like. Now they also can look like this. Pear trees look like pears. Apple trees look like they have apples on them. This is actually a plum tree. Dry fruit I'm keeping on purpose. But now I have more food. I can get my friend some food at this point. Look at that. And a mushroom in my inventory is going to go huge. We're good. We're ready to get moving now. So I'm going to get moving for the sake of the video. Look at all this fruit. You can fill up on your inventory, have shit tons of food, and then have to throw it on the ground later. I love that mushroom, but like I said, I'm just going to keep going for the oldest fruit in my pocket. And if food's going down, water's going down, keep eating. Don't stop just because you want to save food. Food doesn't go bad in your stomach. If you're hungry, eat. If you're thirsty, eat. Drink. Eat wet food. So I'm talking about a cat or a dog here. Mushrooms grow near hay bales. Hay bales are your trees of the field. Honestly, I didn't even need to sit around those fruit trees because there's hay bales everywhere. Hay bales will not respawn as much or as fast as fruit trees. Better to just get what you're getting and move. I have plenty of food though. So my next tip, it's kind of stupid, but you need a knife and you need fire. There's a couple of places you can get those things. It's easier, believe it or not, in my opinion, to get them in like tier 1 zones. You're going to get them right off the bat. You run towards the middle of the map, you're going to get guns, ammunition, all this cool stuff. But you're going to struggle to get the basic things that you should have before you get there. A lot of people like to just book it out, get a bunch of equipment, then they die because they don't have a knife, they don't have food. The knife is going to make you rags. And rags are very, very important. Look at all those fruit trees. We didn't even need to sit back there. But I sat back there on purpose so I could show you that even with very limited resources, there's food everywhere. There's literally food everywhere. If you're not finding food, I guarantee I know exactly what you're doing. You're running. You're not even giving it time to spawn into the game. Ignore your phone. There's people that love you. But, They don't realize they're hurting you. Ignore them. Nah, don't ignore your loved ones. Right now I'm in a video. I'm going to ignore them. I doubt there's anyone important out there messaging me right now. And very, very few people in the world doing me any good. Okay, screwdriver. Great. Right off the bat, you might be thinking, screwdriver, you're looking for a knife. Screwdriver is a knife. Don't know why, but it's 100% a knife. It will work like a knife. So I already found my knife. Eating also will warm you up a little. Just a little bit. Being up high in the air for some reason usually warms me up. Right now it ain't going to. Getting out of the wind warms you up. See that? Being warm is so important. If it's warm, if it's going up, utilize it. Stand still for a minute. Don't get sick. Don't get sick. If it goes down, move. Find an area outside the wind. Seriously, do not get sick. It's like tip number fucking whatever. I don't even know what tip I'm on right now. Getting sick will ruin your game. Next tip, power lines. Go one out, but look at multiple. Which way should I go after? The one power line? Or the game that's showing you there used to be more here? I'm going to go this way. Multiple roads, multiple passages. This actually is a hint. Big hint. This shit is this way. That other road could go forever. It really could. You see how fast we're getting our food up? I did accidentally do a loop. Went forward and backwards. So I'm going to look around, just see if anything else spawned. Not wasting time though. But sometimes it'll spawn just because I turned around, you know. This could be a good hike. But because this path was off of other paths, this 100% is going to be probably the closest place. We're playing without a map. I already found a town. Moldy food. Not looking for food though, so I'm not gonna waste my time. Like I said though, pick it up and throw it. Dry food goes in your pocket. I'm actually gonna skip the dry food when I get to it. Open door. This is danger. Danger, danger, danger. Especially through both sides like that. Those are worn boots. When did I use it? Okay. Apparently I've used a bandage before, so I must have used this character before. I didn't even realize it. Probably last night. I was playing with my sister, and I was not paying attention at all. We were just talking. My sister's slowly becoming one of my best friends, dude. It's fucking hilarious. Alright, what is this? Barbed wire. Great, great item. Totally underestimated item. Wrapped around a baseball bat. Makes that from a 6-7 hit kill weapon to a 2-hit kill weapon. Super deadly. Barbed wire is definitely underrated, and it's like everywhere. Yeah, and I don't need fruit, but I'm looking. Sometimes you don't even see it. That's why I go on my touchpad. Or Xbox, whatever the button is. But computer, I believe it's like, what, spacebar? When you're trying to get... Spacebar is probably jump or shit, actually, thinking about it. We are. Didn't take us long. You notice your food is constantly going down in the beginning. It will, all the way up until you're full. It will continue to go down. I know this house is there, but I'm just peeking at the fruit trees. These are all fruit trees. Next thing we really need is fire, though. That's what we are looking for. Ugh. This is actually a lot more golden than you think. People see gas stations and they run. I know people who literally avoid gas stations because, look, there's zombies. But the gas stations, I have found amazing loot in that little box. Amazing loot. And in the cars, too. Taxis usually have guns. I don't know why. At least for me. I don't know about other people, but I find guns in taxis more times than not. Oh, great. So I found a stone right here. This is gold item right here. You can turn a stone, look at this, there's a rock on the ground or a boulder. You can turn a stone into a knife, which is one of your basic needs in the beginning. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. So, like I was saying, we're gonna look for matches. Shut doors behind you, and a lot of people, they're like, who cares? You know how many times I've ruined my game because I turned around thinking no one was in here, and something wandered in that we didn't want in. So, looking for matches. You'll be surprised what you find in here too. It's not always what you think. Look at all this fruit. Insane. Way more than I need. I honestly don't even recommend picking that much up. The only reason I am is because I have friends that play, my sister, and right when they get on, pretty sure we all died yesterday or the day before, so everyone needs to start over, which doesn't seem like a big deal for most people probably, but I'll go 4 or 5 days without dying at all. And it's usually us doing something crazy, like going after a Hummer or vehicle and trying to steal something from someone. Underestimating enemies is my weakness. I've done it several times. Way more fruit than I need. Problem I'm having in my mind right now is water. So fire, but all that dried fruit is going to dry me up. I'm in food mode though. My mind just keeps thinking food, food, food. Starving sucks. Now, obviously, you saw there's a helmet in there. I'm going for warm clothing right off the bat. Warm clothing. Warm clothing isn't enough to keep you warm. There's another knife right there. I think you guys saw me use my screwdriver. It is a very, very good item. Screwdriver is a knife. So many people, I know for a fact, so don't act like you don't. So many people look at a screwdriver and say, oh, that's just a screwdriver. No, it isn't. Screwdriver is a knife. Get hold of your character too. A beginner character you can do a lot with. A lot more than you can with a stacked out character as far as athletics. Zombies can be indoors. When I heard, zombie is indoors. See? Be ready. Every door you open. Every door. I could have just walked in and said, oh, zombie. I heard it. I pulled out my weapon. Be ready. Every door. Sometimes they don't make noises either. They usually do. They hear you, they make a noise. So we're pretty well equipped already. I usually don't. Canned sardines are good. I usually will not eat a food that says unlabeled. If it says unlabeled, I assume it's dog food or something gross. Some people get desperate. They say all food is good food. That is not true. All food is not good food. If you tackle a zombie right off the bat, they won't alert other zombies. If the one on the roof there, he's going to alert the other zombies. 100%. Get ready for a situation like this. I was kind of hoping I could get him inside, but a lot of you guys avoid zombies too. Zombies hold matches. If you can, fight them. One by one there, through a doorway. It won't kill you. You might think it'll kill you. Water bottle. Right off the bat, gold item. I don't recommend doing what I'm doing right now at the door, but I know how to close them pretty quick. I went upstairs because the zombie needs time to get around the corner. Honestly, I thought I'd be up here already. They're kind of dumb on stairs, they really are. I killed a lot of zombies on stairs, plus you're gonna get them headshots. In fact, I'm so confident with what I just said there. Watch this. No weapons either. Let's get a zombie after us. Hey, you. She yelled. Come on in. I'm ruining my clothes, and I'm getting scratched. You know what? Forget it. I'm not outside. That's another good hint. See, I was knocked outside. Don't think you're ever knocked through a wall. You're not. It's a lag issue. You are not knocked through a wall. Fight as if you're inside. Pretend like you're not where you are, but where you were, because that's where you're gonna end up. Right now, causing a lot of ruckus. If there's another player around, they're gonna see zombies coming towards my door, and they're going to wait and kill me when I walk outside. Happens more than you think. More often than you think. Another thing, if you can put something on your back, put it on your back. I don't have anything I can, but I thought that sigh, to be honest, I could. Thinking about it, I've never had a sigh on my back. Why would I think that? Alright, here's another hint. Look at this. 3 pockets. 3 pockets. This also takes up 3 pockets. 2 and 4 is 6. I can just combine them. Now I'm taking up 3 instead of 6. Of course, having all this fruit doesn't really help either. But didn't too well for my tutorial. Alright, I think this is a perfect example of what I don't want you to eat. Unknown food can. That is dog food. Don't care what you think. It's yucky. Matter of fact, you know what that's good for? One thing and one thing only. I will show you what this is good for. I guess they're all gone. There's just the guy on the roof. There's more than one. Come on. Stairs. I was an aggro zombie, look. Dumb. Being an idiot. That's a very violent zombie. And he still was dumb. Ruined. Stairs work great. Now, I'm not all doing great here. I've been hit so many times, my clothing is ruined. Basically ruined. If not ruined, on its way to ruined. I'm going back through so I can see. Look how lucky I am. Another can. So soda is not just a drink, it is a food. Watch my food. I would have saved that actually for the dry food, but I wanted to show you that that is food. And it's good food. Doesn't last long, but is a triple up. Jesus. I'm lucky when it comes to knives. You are not going to find this many knives right at the bat. But again, I'm taking advantage of zone 1. Every single building. Until I find matches, I'm hanging out in zone 1. I really shouldn't be looking for fruit. I prefer normal fruit. Don't have a weapon, aim for the head. Yes, I did have a weapon, but still, aim for the head. Honestly, my other tip would be, don't do what I just did. Take the time to pull your weapon out. Get used to pulling your weapons out. If you can, Go over, hotkey your weapon. That's going to save you time. If you have something that you can use, hotkey it. That soda is still working. See, if you eat soda with fruit, I was going to eat the fruit first, but dry fruit. Okay, rawr. Weapon. This town has a lot more zombies in it than I thought it did. Looky here. So right away, put it in your inventory, then take it out. That'll give it a spot to remember where it is. Take your time, go, hotkey it. Now when I want, put it away. Now I know there's zombies. Just so I can show you, you know, I'm going against a lot of what I just told you. For the sake of not doing that. If you're gonna open a door, expect a zombie behind it. Look for better conditioned stuff that looked like the same hat I was wearing. It's not. Pristine stuff will warm you up more. They lose their value and their use. Another knife. This is crazy. Honestly, you're not going to get this lucky with knives. So don't think I'm super lucky either. Because these knives are not matches. And I need matches. Try not to just pick shit up either. If you don't need wires, don't pick wires up. What is this, metal wire? Like, I'm not using that right now. Remember where it is when you are using it. Equipped stuff. See how that went on my backpack? That saved me a pocket. I don't really like blue glow sticks either, but later on I'm going to show you what use that has. Primarily for nighttime. My jacket is effed up. Pristine. That is a good item. Not for what you think, though. Pristine stuff like rags have a lower chance of getting you sick. They still can get you sick. I don't know why I keep thinking jumping will take me out of crouching. It never has and never will. This is a bigger town too. You should be expecting people. I'm not worried about it because I chose a server with like barely anyone in it. People usually are very loud too. I'm really preying on zombies, by the way. I'm hoping they have matches. 90% of the time, I get matches off zombies. I really do, like most times. I'm having a gear issue. I don't like the way my jacket looks. I've gotten into the shit. But rags. Rags will help you in many conditions. Including my next tip. Wear as much clothing as possible. Improvise eye patch, which honestly isn't bad. Leg wrappings, torso. I'm looking for face wrapping. I'm not wearing anything on my face. It's just a reason to die. I'm cold still. With all this crap on, I'm cold. Get in the best condition too. You can repair things like this even though that you just made it. Doesn't make sense for it to be broken, but it is. I'm warming up because I'm indoors. Next tip. See, I'm wearing it. Close doors. Take a moment. Warm up. Look at my bar went from blue to white. Take a moment. Everyone's rushing. Just because you're in Russia doesn't mean you need to be rushing. Yes, I made a Russian joke. LOL. Alright. I need a new jacket. Town like this, I'm guaranteed to find some clothes. But most people wouldn't sit here and go through everything. They would grab what they need, whatever, run out of town, get going, get to better loot. Honestly, I do recommend you go for better loot soon, especially in a server with no one in it. Women's suit jacket, 30 pockets. Not as good in warmth, but my jacket is broken, it's ruined. I want to make an arm wrapping with it. It's ruined, see? Useless. It's ruined, it's ruined. Don't sit there and obsess over it, it's ruined. You can hit zombies through walls and windows. Another good hint. Just because you don't have a gun doesn't mean you can't reach a zombie. Take your first hit on the zombie as well. Sometimes you can get them a little knocked effect. Slow them down. Ooh, up here. Here's a warm you up. It's like a sugary food drink that warms you up. Search the building before I let her in. I really am fighting a lot of zombies on purpose. I want matches. I want matches so I can move on. Pants are ruined. This is another tip. See, my pants are ruined. I don't know if you noticed my jacket. I cannot cut them. They're ruined. You can't make ruined things into things. They're ruined. I'm going to be much warmer now. Just from getting rid of my ruined clothes. These are all dry. They're not going to go bad, but always go for the fruit you pick up first. It's just a good habit to get into. So now, eating dry fruit a lot. Triple up, 2 down. See that? My water's still pretty high. I'm not going to worry about it yet. Only because I only have so much. But I do know there's water in town. Next tip, if you're going to eat dry food, and even though I told you to get it, have drinks. I have drinks. Plenty of drinks. This, do not do. I know this is a wild bottle. I know where this was. I know where it spawned. I know this is safe. You won't know. I have died, literally, from drinking gasoline that a character had thrown on the ground in a bottle. If you see a canteen on the ground, high chance it is gasoline. I'm serious. It sounds fucking stupid. It sounds funny, but people, they want you to die. You're challenged. You get in the way. You might not think about it, but the more you loot, the more you're taking away from other people. They don't want to share. If you see a bottle on the ground, don't drink out of it. Empty it. I'll show you how to do in a minute. I'm gonna find a water spell. I know water's in that bottle. I know where drinks spawn. Although, if you want to trick a player, you could put a water bottle inside of a greenhouse. Just know, chances are something else will be in there. If you see 2 things in a greenhouse, that's a red flag right off the bat. Warlock status aren't bad. That was ruined, so that makes it easy. One last thing I have to teach you. Right now. Okay, this guy is going to be an issue. thought she is the matches the whole time. Jesus. You stuck, mister. Oh, you can get up here in case you didn't know that. Just because they can't get down doesn't mean you can't get up. Honestly, you probably should take these guys out right away. Same thing with roofs like this. You can get up there. If you're trying to climb something like this and jumping like that ain't working, you're going to wait for your energy to fill up, sprint, and then do it. You'd be surprised. I'm not going to waste much time on it, but honestly, you might not be able to climb on any incline like that. I don't know. Two zombies, see that? That's a dangerous situation. Grab the attention of one. Close the door, get him inside. I can't get him inside for crap today. Oh, I didn't mean to hit the backpack. I want that backpack. Wow. You can hit through doors and windows. Notice I'm not getting cut. That is a big factor in the fact that I'm not wearing ruined clothes. Wearing ruined clothes, you're almost guaranteed to get cut every single time. Food that takes up 2 slots, get out of the way. Just get it gone. This is the beginning of my tip tutorial. I really wish I was able to find matches. We'll get it in episode 2. I honestly was hoping to get the knife. I got more knives than expected, but knives, food, a full belly, and matches within the first hour. That was what I was shooting for. Cereal's a huge food buffer. I don't rush the belly though, like I said. I wait. If it's 3 arrows up, you're wasting food by eating more. Just wait. Fighting zombies uses energy. Running uses energy. Jumping uses energy. These things use energy. I've sat still with a full belly for an entire day and then still had a full belly the next day. Moving uses energy. Standing still will preserve energy. Walking will preserve energy. Avoiding fights will preserve energy. These are things you should be thinking of if you're hungry and there's no food around or you don't have food. Watch what you're doing. Don't sprint around looking for food, fighting, jumping, going crazy. You're going to starve faster. Guaranteed. Here's that powdered milk. I gotta have my cereal. Is that a cop? No. Perfect. I didn't think I was actually gonna let him in. That's what you want. That's what I was trying to show you. So go to the stairs. You can drop ship by pressing square. Hotkey item. I got cut. That's a good hint that something of mine is ruined. Get the shit out of your hand. Get over to your bandage fast. Put it on. This is not a disinfected bandage. I could get sick from this. I hope I don't, but I could. Another Coca-Cola. Staying warm, eating fruit and stuff will prevent you from getting sick in a situation like that. Also, if you had vitamins, I would have took vitamins. 100%. My stomach is full. Check. I have food. I have knives. The only thing I don't have that I wish I had right now are matches. I'm very surprised I don't have any yet, but I would advise don't move on until you do. Be picky. Demand them. Notice I have less pockets too. That's because of the outfit change. Well, if you learned anything, if you didn't, you want to learn more, like, comment, and subscribe. There's more on the way. Like always, have a wonderful day. Stay positive. Be happy. Stay away from the bad people in your life that make you miserable. Just because someone's miserable and they act like they need your help doesn't mean you need to give it. Did we move from DayZ tips to life tips? No. And I ain't going to. But every like and every comment really, really helps. Subscribing helps. When we get back, we will look for more. Oof, that's gold. Don't have the pockets for it, but that's gold. Definitely something to remember. Come on, give me matches in the last 20 seconds of my video. That'd be great. Zombies usually do. Well, not usually do, but the higher chance you're going to get matches off a zombie than on the ground. And matches are hard to find because you might run right by them.